In Blackridge Town Square, a quiet stillness hangs in the air as 17-year-old I sits, watching the world pass by. I was 17 the last time I remember life being normal. At the wood's edge, Liam stands, camera in hand, capturing the serene beauty of the trees. Liam focuses, his face reflecting a tranquil optimism as he clicks the camera. Liam's tranquil moment shatters as he speaks. I'm tired of the same trees, the same roads, the same fog that never lifts. Weeks later, under an ominous sky, Liam ventures deeper into the woods, now devoid of his camera, drawn by an unseen force. Rustling leaves and distant howls intensify the sense of dread as Liam's face reflects growing disturbance. I lies awake, restless, as a floorboard creaks downstairs. I quietly goes to Liam's room. Liam is covered in mud, looking pale and shaken. "What happened?" I whispers. "There's something out there, but it doesn't want to hurt me," Liam replies, his voice trembling. On a Friday evening, Liam ventures into the ominous woods, unaware of the chilling events that await him. From her window, I is frozen, watching Liam vanish into the encroaching darkness. The woods transform into a realm of unsettling sounds and dancing shadows, hinting at hidden dangers. A haunting voice echoes, "He didn't come back." I sit on Liam's bed in the familiar messy room, waiting. Hell walk in like he always did, muddy and tired. The clock strikes midnight. The room remains empty. Volunteers spread out, their figures swallowed by the dense, shadowed woods. Against her wishes, I join the desperate search. Near a decaying tree, Liam's flashlight lies half-hidden, emitting a strange warmth. No tracks, no signs of struggle, only the flashlight remains, a haunting clue in the silent woods. Volunteers gather, their presence a stark contrast to the ancient tree's blackened bark. From the edge of the woods, Mrs. Waverly watches, her face etched with worry. As I walk past Mrs. Waverly, her words hang in the air. "He shouldn't have gone near that tree." I jolt awake, sweat clinging to my skin, haunted by the lingering images of the nightmare. Liam stands silently among the trees, eyes wide, mouth open in a silent scream. Something moves behind Liam, tall, pale, with antlers. But not a deer. Something wrong. Something old. The narrator jolts awake, the haunting echo of her mom's scream still reverberating in her mind. Liam stands motionless just inside the open front door, water cascading from his clothes, his eyes glazed and distant. The mom rushes to Liam, enveloping him in a desperate embrace, her body trembling with uncontrollable sobs. The dad stands frozen, his hands trembling almost imperceptibly, a silent witness to the unfolding scene. The narrator halts abruptly, an icy knot of dread tightening in her stomach. VO. It wasn't just the way he looked, or the water, or the days had been gone. It was something else. Something colder. He didn't hug her back. His eyes didn't seem to see them, and his feet were clean. Impossibly clean after 6 days in the woods. In the dead of night, the narrator wrestles with sleeplessness, haunted by the silence. A creak echoes, and through the crack in the door, Liam stands motionless, a dark figure against the night. "Liam?" she calls out, but silence answers. Liam begins to mumble, the sounds ancient and chilling. Heart pounding, she retreats into the room, quietly sealing the door shut. Sunlight floods the kitchen as the narrator watches Liam eat. The narrator asks, "Liam, you were mumbling a lot last night. Do you remember what you were saying?" Liam responds, "Mumbling? No, I don't think so. Why, what did I say?" The narrator presses, "You mentioned something about being underground. Does that ring a bell?" Liam says, "Underground? Oh yeah, I think I had a dream about that. It was weird." Tommy leans in, his hushed tone sending shivers through the room. "That's not your brother." The narrator stares, a chilling realization creeping into her heart. For the first time, she believed him. In the dead of night, I lie in bed, half asleep, as a faint, unsettling sound drifts through the darkness. The chanting from Liam's room grows, invading the silence and stirring a deep unease. The sound intensifies. My heart pounds, jolting me from the edge of sleep. I creep out of bed, a silent observer of the night's unfolding mystery. Liam's room is empty. Through the window, Liam walks barefoot into the woods, the darkness consuming him. A chill runs down my spine. Guided by a flashlight beam, I venture into the woods with Liam, each step deeper into the woods. The air grows colder, the darkness thicker. The trees become skeletal arms above me. I lower the light, moving in silence as the chanting grows louder, pulling me deeper. I halt at the edge of an unknown clearing. Liam kneels before a blackened tree, humming in a trance. Liam's voice, distant and hollow, echoes, "Open the gate. The debt must be paid." A figure emerges from behind the tree, its form unsettlingly tall with pale, stretched skin and twisted antlers. The creature fixes its gaze on Liam. Liam's voice trembles as he warns, "You shouldn't be here." Back home, I sit alone on the floor of my locked bedroom, lost in thought as dawn breaks. The front door opens and Liam walks in, a smile on his face, holding my flashlight. He appears normal, but the memory of his black eyes burns in my mind. Sunlight streams into the kitchen as the family gathers for breakfast, but a chilling tension cuts through the warmth. Liam's unsettling gaze locks onto the narrator, an unspoken challenge hanging in the air. The narrator attempts to ignore Liam's stare, concentrating on the breakfast, yet feeling relentlessly observed. The narrator returns to the familiar woods, now eerily silent and still. The black tree is nowhere to be found. A wave of unease washes over the narrator as they discover a sinister symbol carved into the earth. The symbol, identical to the one in Liam's notebook, reveals its intricate, ominous details. In the dim light of Liam's bedroom, the narrator confronts Liam, only to find a chilling emptiness in Liam's forced smile. The narrator asks, "What did you bring back from the forest?" Liam stares back, his voice hollow as he replies, "The forest gave me back. Now it wants you." A lone figure stands on the edge of a highway, their silhouette stark against the night. They cast a final, lingering glance at their house, now a distant shadow. With a resolute turn, they walk away, vanishing into the darkness as a haunting melody fills the air. In a sparsely furnished apartment, the narrator sits alone, haunted by memories. They glance nervously at the window, then at a mirror that fogs up from the inside as the sound of distant sirens pierces the night. It's been 4 years. 4 years since I left home. 4 years since Liam came back, the narrator recounts, their voice echoing with a mix of regret and longing. The narrator walks down the busy street, trying to disappear into the sea of faces. As they pass, an unnatural hush falls, the city's usual cacophony replaced by an unsettling quiet. A fleeting image, a younger self, running desperately through a forest, escaping something unseen. "I've changed my name. I've moved 3 times. I avoid forests, even parks, but no matter where I go, feeling follows. The sense that something is watching, that it's waiting." The narrator carefully opens a package, revealing a strange bundle of twigs bound with red string. Next to the strange bundle, Liam's journal lies open. They open the journal, their fingers trace the crude drawing on the marked page. "One escaped. One must return. The forest keeps its balance. I don't know how long I have. I don't know if running still matters." In a dimly lit apartment, the narrator sits before a webcam, their face pale and etched with fear. Their voice trembles as they warn, "But if you're watching this, if you've ever felt the woods look back at you, you need to listen carefully. Stay out of the forest." A chilling warning echoes through the night, and if someone you love disappears and suddenly comes back, don't open the door.